You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show.
Welcome to Movie Bears with the Farx brothers. I'm Kyle.
I'm Kirk.
I'm Nick.
Is that the right level of enthusiasm to come in with?
Yeah, I've never...
And
What?
we're here with Cam Weiner, which is how you pronounce it.
Yes.
And Cam, our first question is always, you're a multi-hyphenate?
Absolutely.
What of your multi-hyphenates is most near and dear to your artistic heart?
I mean, I'm a writer. I'm a director. Those are the two things that I really kind of hone my craft. I like to kind of have a hand in everything, but I'm a very passionate screenwriter and a very passionate director.
What screenwriting program do you use?
I use Beat.
Oh, I never heard that
Beat. Has anyone heard? Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I was about to say, like, people use, they use, Final Draft or whatever it is. I use this. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
Downloaded it. There are a few things it can't do, but for the most part, it can pretty much do everything that you might need something else to do. It's really minimal. I like minimal screenwriting. I just like not having to look at that much. It just helps me concentrate.
When did you start writing in a scripting program? Like what grade, age? Do you remember when you started?
I'm 23 right now, so I would have been...
No one was going to check, but okay. Actually, I did check. I looked at it. I was like, how old is this guy?
How old did you think I looked?
I assumed you were in your 20s based on
I've been hearing 30s lately.
Oh.
And it's been making me feel kind of good because I'm like, but no, I want to say since I was like maybe 18, 19, like something fresh out of high school, like because I had been writing in high school and dabbling into like literature, but after the waters kind of calmed and I had a little more time to just kind of sit back and do what I like to do, I just kind of figured out like, dude, writing's fun. And not only is it fun, but it's like you just, once you kind of, just do it over and over again, you just kind of, uncover more and more things about yourself and just about human nature. And I like exploring human nature. That's fun.
Human nature.
What have you learned first about yourself from writing?
That I'm pretty patient, just because I try to be patient at least, but it's helped me become more patient because writing, especially writing a script, like feature length, even a short script, like it takes a long time to make it good. You know what I mean? Even if in when you refine it over and over again, you put it away for months and you come back to it and you read it and you're like, oh, this is still kind of shit. But that helps you learn because then and then you go off and you write your next thing and you're like, and you just kind of keep getting better and better from that. But that doesn't come, in a week's time. That has to come with, now like years of doing it. And that you can only have patience.
Is there a time where you feel like it's good enough to, make or take it to the next step?
It's been weird because, I've only kind of dabbled. I'm making a feature right now. And the script that I'm adapting, I wrote it. I kind of started writing it with the intention of making it. So that kind of informed more of the practical choices I made in the script, not making it budget friendly pretty much. Whereas the other scripts I wrote that I've made have been short films, so that you kind of I go into short films almost like just plotting out how it looks and plotting out like the core of it, and then you just kind of build the script around that, whereas writing a feature you want to build out character and the plot and all that, but short films are a little different. So I don't know, I haven't necessarily so far, I haven't written anything that I've sat back and then thought about taking it to the next level. It's either been I'm writing it to put to the side for now, or I'm writing it to make it. You know what I mean?
That's fair, yeah.
Do you enjoy writing? I'm genuinely curious. Like, do either of you enjoy writing?
I've told you, I enjoy writing.
Okay. When
I write, I don't.
By yourself?
By myself, because I can choose my own pace.
I think it's like, and other people have said this before me, but it's like one of the only times where you kind of get to sit with whatever, especially if you go on to make it. It's like the only time you get to sit with it by yourself and it's your own thing. It's the only time you really see it by yourself before, bringing other people into it, because the moment you bring other people into it, it's no longer only yours, it's also theirs. You know, they're going to add it to their resume and they're going to have a hand in it. So when you're writing it, that's like the only time where, and it's just when you're writing it, it's like that's when you think it's at the best. And then every step after that, you're like, God, I could have changed this, and you're going back and reworking it. But when you're writing it, it's almost like a high, you know? Like the best part of writing a script, in my opinion, is writing it, and the worst part is having to go back and
rewrite it. Yeah.
Because you were like, oh, I thought that looked so much better. I thought that sounded so much better. I don't know.
Are you an outline guy or no outline?
Kind of.
Just find it as you go.
I start outlining, and then I kind of get impatient like halfway through the outline because I think I've got the story figured out. So I'll start trying to write the script, and then I realize I don't have it figured out at all. And then I'll go back and outline for another however long, and then I'll come back to it. But I don't like to outline in this because I know people. Do you guys use like index cards?
No, not at all.
Have you heard? But have you heard that process, the index card? I don't like to do that, mainly because it just doesn't work for me that way. I like to write things down, but on a whiteboard, and like kind of have things come full circle. I like to focus on characters and arcs, because then the story fills itself in. I've written a lot of scripts so far.
Okay.
But I've only produced one of them so far.
You've written a lot of.
I've produced and completed 2 short films, and I'm in pre-production on 1 feature right now. But I've probably completed like a dozen scripts, and whether it be practice or a story I believe in or whatever it may be.
Do you have a film in the North Star Film Festival?
I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't.
No, that's
Did you ever do Z-Fest
Right,
when it
because
was?
sponsors.
Because that just
I am familiar. Yeah, I am familiar with all of that.
Okay.
I just don't. But I am screening my short film Phoenix along with. If you guys are familiar with, like, I'm gonna throw out some names here.
Justin Lerbakin.
There you go.
He's
Is
one
that
of
how
the
you
guys.
pronounce it? I've said Lerbakin.
I've never
Justin,
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
have
come
to
on the
ask.
show.
I'm gonna have to ask him. I said, but like Zach Howitt, Jack Walterman, and some of those guys.
no, Jack.
We're playing.
Because you got Colette playing in your screen.
Yep. So we're playing next week in Woodbury. I mean, by the time this airs, this will be after.
Sorry,
Yeah.
this will have already
So
happened.
for future Cam, hopefully it went well.
Yeah.
And for you guys, you should come.
I saw it.
But-
I know Justin. I would feel guilty if I didn't. And I know Jack. So.
Perfect. But yeah, so that'll be super fun. I'm excited for that.
How'd you like connect as a group of people to do this?
I'm kind of late into the game of all this. I've only been in this community now for maybe a calendar year, maybe a little longer. You guys probably have all known each other much longer.
Yeah, like
We're
I want to say
brothers.
7 years.
Well, right. But like,
Yeah,
how long
most
do
of
you
our
think
lives.
you know, like Justin Lerbakin, for example? How long? Over a year, would you say?
You know, it's funny. I traveled
so.
to New York, Lake Placid with that guy, 2025. So I've known him
Last
probably
year.
years now. Sorry, Justin. I don't remember when we met.
But anyway, yeah, relatively. So I think they all know each other before I knew them. But I did go to Zach. I want to say August. Do you guys know what the Edina Community Shorts is?
Yeah,
So
we
I was
had something there.
Yeah, so I was there. Did you have something there?
Not this time.
Oh, okay.
It's, they give nice T-shirts. I'll give you guys that. I'm friends with the guy who runs it on Facebook, so I love your
And
festival.
so I linked up with Zach there, and pretty much was like, "Yo, we should do something like this." But
Zach who?
just Zach Howitt.
Okay.
And I said we should try and do something like this. And then we tried for a second in like the fall, and then we both kind of put it on ice because we just had too much on our plate, and I think he was still finishing his project up. And then 6 months later, or like 5 months later, in like February, maybe January or something, he hit us up and was like, "All right, let's do this." And we had short films to play, and I was just kind of like, "Oh, cool." So he's kind of spearheaded the whole thing. I've kind of done all the designs for it, and
Okay.
that's
yeah.
been pretty fun. But yeah, that'll be super fun.
Who's Afraid of Minnesota? That's Steve.
That's his title too. That's all
okay.
credit to Zach. It's a double entendre, It was I think it was. Well, I think it dawned when Minnesota was, going through some turbulence like 2 months ago. So
Oh, you're talking about
double entendre.
We heard about that.
Yeah, hopefully.
They're not afraid of Minnesota. They're mad at Minnesota.
You
They
know,
don't like these
well,
liberal
some
Lutherans.
people listen. I lived in
them liberal
Denver for a
losers.
brief time.
Lutherans.
I lived in Denver for a brief time, and listen, man, the Minnesota's got a weird reputation.
How so?
I mean, well, we had COVID was a lot, and over time, people think Minneapolis is Minneapolis is beautiful. I love Minneapolis. I think it's a great city. There's so much to do, and a lot of the people that I came to meet outside that had never been there just assume it's either a tundra or the scariest place you could imagine because of everything that they've read in the news. And I'm just like, no, it's a fine city. There's a lot to do there. There's beautiful, great places to eat. I love it here.
Did Jacob Fry pay you to say that?
No.
Who?
No. I am
the
not
mayor of
sponsored
Minneapolis?
by
Okay.
anyone.
You're from the Twin
I'm
Cities,
sponsored
right?
by Minneapolis. Yeah, I'm from the Twin Cities. I'm from Chanhassen, so you can call it the Twin Cities.
Western
It's
suburb.
30 minutes out. But I lie to people, and I'm like, I'm from the Twin Cities. We'll just say Minneapolis.
Did you go to the dinner theater growing up?
I personally didn't. And I honestly need to. My little brother is a big fan of that. He's a theater kid, and he loves it there. I didn't, and now I'm kind of disappointed in myself.
Yeah, it's been sold for like hundreds of millions of dollars.
I know. I've been to plays at Stages, that's more amateur, and that's also because I just have mutuals in it. But you know what? Now I'm gonna go check out.
Cool.
Even off the, I'm gonna go check out. Theater.
What I'm always curious about, and we're big on being identitarian demographically, and we're millennials.
Yeah.
You're Gen Z.
Yeah, I'm born in 02.
They can do
He
the
already
math.
said his age. It's all good.
Yeah, it's true. What I'm curious about is 5-6 years ago, you're in high school looking at the world pre-COVID, I guess. But
Seems like a million years ago.
yeah, what was the impetus then to go, I want a career in the arts?
Well, see, the film thing actually, so I had been screenwriting since I had graduated, but I was mainly doing music at the time. Trying to find a way in that, but I honestly, the music industry, at least in my opinion, is going down. Whereas the film industry, if people think it's down, it still has a much higher of a ceiling than the music industry does, in my opinion. Because there's just more creative value in films than music. I just think that there's.
We've had several singers on the show that would disagree.
Not to discredit any singers,
composers.
but you can make a more unique film than you can make a unique. Melodies have been repeated tons and tons and tons again, and just it's getting easier to get famous off of music, I think. It's making the music lazy. Not all the music. I'm mainly talking about the mainstream rap, hip.
Is that what the kind of music you listen to?
No, it was when it was better, but now I listen to Tame Impala and Rufus Du Sol, if you guys know who that is.
No idea.
Describe the genre?
House music,
okay.
electronic, but I still dabble in hip hop. I love it. What do you guys listen to?
Mix of soul, R&B.
Okay.
That's fair for me, right?
I mean,
I
I haven't heard your playlist. I never heard any soul on there. I heard plenty of Nicks.
I will say I do dabble in some oldies, some Stevie Wonder. I was listening to Pink Floyd on the way here.
All right.
I love Pink Floyd.
Have you ever done the thing with the Wizard of Oz where you listen to that Pink Floyd album, Dark Side of the Moon, and sync it up to...
No,
have you ever heard of this?
I don't think I have.
What?
Yeah,
oh,
we
man,
got
this
it.
is a cool
You're
thing to
gonna
pass
need to
down to
show
the
me
younger
that. Yeah,
generation.
please.
And genuinely, I am curious, what, okay, so you're in high school during Me Too. What's that like?
Wow.
Can I be honest? Didn't hear much about it.
Okay.
At least I didn't.
No, I get that.
Without getting too, I went to Chanhassen High School.
Yeah.
For those that know. For those that don't,
Well, it's not
our
Rosetta.
former principal
That's what you mean.
was arrested for some pretty bad charges.
Okay, yeah. I had a football coach who did the same thing. It's come up on the show, oddly enough.
That was that was wild, and I can't believe it's just So
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, back to the arts.
Yeah, do you want to go through every historical
No,
event in his
when
lifetime?
we talk to the people that are disconnected from us by age, I'm curious. Like when we talk to Sally and Sebastian,
I mean, if I'm
like,
being honest, when I was in high school, it was like a lot of, I was into sports a lot too, so I was mainly focused on that shit. And then COVID hit when I was a junior.
Okay.
So, I mean, that was a wild time. And I just remember the earth almost just kind of standing still. And it was a chance to kind of recollect yourself a little bit. That was when I started watching a shit ton of movies again because I just had the time. And that was also when I like genuinely started to look at like what a screenwriter is. Because I would watch movies, it'd be like screenplay by it, and I'd be like, what the fuck is a screenplay? And I was probably 17 at the time, so I was like, I might as well educate myself. And then I think 2 years later, I started trying to actually write scripts. And now I'm here.
But you're going into business here, young man. That's what I'm fascinated by. It's a challenging business, and you've chosen this, and that's interesting.
I've chosen it, and I'm not like listen, I'm very confident in myself. I think my ideas are pretty unique. You know, I don't discredit anyone.
Why do you feel that way?
I just think, you know, and this is only me comparing myself to myself. I have no one else. I have no one else in my thoughts, but it's like I genuinely think I have unique viewpoints to offer. I love kind of dipping into like the mythology of people and the philosophy of people. And if you pair that with just like some because I'm into like stylistic shit. I love comic books.
Comic books?
Animation, like big comic book guy.
We're both comic book guys. He thinks that's lame. It's
I
fine.
Just never got into it.
Yeah, he never got into it. That's the difference.
Just don't. I love comic books. Comic books are great.
Actually, I want to get this on camera so that I remember. There is a comic book series that I picked up on Free Comic Book Day.
Okay.
I was like, I need to find the longer version of this because it was like a horror comic series, and I had it sitting on my counter. Hey, go to the store, find this, go look at it, because then I want you to go look at it and go, do you like this? Because you can get the comic books to me are like, okay, there's movies, there's books. Not like books are worse than movies.
Just,
like
you need something in the middle.
There's a lot of effort to get to movie, and comic books are right in between. Obviously, Hollywood figured that out. Like
comic books are about as close as you can get to a movie on the page.
Yeah, that's all.
Because they're like moving storyboards with dialogue on them. It's like, and I think comic books, because they're purely visual, you know, whereas books are purely, you know, it's just the words and it's left to you to kind of imagine it. In movies, it's the images with the words, but the images, whereas, you know, comic books are about as close as you can get to that. And they're just so goddamn, like, the styles of comic books, like, you can't beat it in anything else. Like, I don't even know what the comparison would be to a comic book. Like graphic novels and comic books and like manga and like shit like that, it just kind of is its own medium.
Wait, do you read manga or
I
manga?
don't, but I don't watch that much anime.
Same.
But
He does.
like, I respect the hell out of it.
Are you a weeboo?
Because
No, I don't watch that much.
I've seen I've seen like
selective.
one anime movie in the theaters and it was pretty cool.
What was it?
I'm trying to remember.
Didn't we see an anime? in the
It was
theaters
either
recently?
like
Recently,
Jujutsu
no.
Kaisen. It
Wow,
would
that's
have been
pretty
in
hardcore.
like 2021.
Wait, what did he say?
Kaisen? Yeah. Isn't that pretty hardcore anime?
Yeah,
very
it came out in
action-packed?
2021, I think. I saw it in the theaters with my friends. I mean, that shit was cool.
Hardcore, like they're cutting heads off and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
the
it
Kill
was.
Bill?
Yeah, a lot of
pretty,
violence.
it was
Like
pretty
that.
fucked up. My friend, because I for my film that I'm making, one of the big influences is the film Black Swan. If you've seen it, and
I own it.
there you go. And he's telling me, one of my DP actually, he's telling me, he's like, I need to watch this anime film called Perfect Blue. Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
I've heard it. From what he tells me it's pretty fucked up. And I'm like, when he says something, when somebody tells you an anime is fucked up,
believe him.
It's fucked up. It goes there. So I'm kind of hesitant, but I think I need to. But yeah, that's like the animation style in anime is kind of like it's just better than anything else, other than maybe like the Spider-Verse movies.
Yeah.
That's probably the
watch
best
those.
feature. That's probably the best like American animation.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's different. You're gonna knock all those guys on the West Coast making the Pixar movies, but what is your feature? What's my favorite question?
What's your logline?
What's the log line for your feature?
The logline form. Oh, I got it. I don't have it memorized off the top of my dome. I'm gonna try to say it without stuttering. It is about a painter whose reality begins to blur when his canvas transport him into this kind of dreamlike beach world.
What?
I'm gonna say that one more time for you.
Thank you.
Slower.
Use smaller words.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
It is about a painter whose reality and dreams kind of begin to blur when his canvas begins to transport him to a beach.
Do you paint?
I don't, but I'm a big admirer of paint.
Are you saying-
I can, but I don't like to say that I paint. I'm
Acrylic,
capable-
oil, or what kind of paint?
If I had to choose oil, but those are really expensive.
Yeah.
Acrylic's probably what I can get my hands on right now, but I am capable of painting.
Are you guys
do
interested
not
in you to ask that?
No.
I can
Are you?
draw better than I can paint.
No. Are you saying is that his story to tell? Is that what you're implying?
God no, I don't. I'm surprised to, no offense, run into a younger person who's interested in a medium that is like
Super old. And
Yeah.
Super. Listen, that's kind of why I like painting, is because of how it feels so mythical. It feels larger than life because you look at a painting. Like, I was in New York last year and I went to the Museum of Modern Art and the Met, but the Museum of Modern Art was really cool because there had a lot of Van Goghs there.
Oh, yeah.
Starry Night, which is a really cool painting, but too many people in the MoMA only look at that and nothing else. And I'm like, dude, what are we doing here? It's probably the same thing as the Louvre when people only go there to look at the Mona Lisa.
Did Yoko Ono still have her piece in?
I did not bother to look.
Oh yeah, there's like a staircase that goes to
Oh
nowhere.
yeah, no, I think hers is somewhere towards the top.
Yeah, it definitely is. 'Cause
I definitely didn't bother to look, because it was like the end of like a 12-hour day, and I was like,
Oh,
God damn,
damn.
I forgot to go to this museum. I'm gonna go there real quick. Spent like an hour and a half there, got lost. Super fun time. But no, painting painters in particular feel they just feel a lot larger than life. Like, they paint something that's still on display now for us to see, but it was like 500 years ago. And like, there are people that like question if like Leonardo da Vinci was even real. You know, that's the point of like, that's like the legend he's at this point. Shit like that is fascinating. And it's not even about diving into shit like that, but it's about using that as reference. If you can tell a grounded story, but approach it like it's a Greek opera in a way, if you approach it with like some real philosophical prowess and some real, like, not like you want to like show the theme and show the meaning straight away, but you want to treat it, you know, and you want to treat it like this. You want it to be a series of natural events that could happen day life or seem very plausible, but then by the time when you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, it's almost like a Greek tragedy is unfolded. You know, it's the plot line of whatever it may be. It's just a larger than life kind of story baked into very plausible, real events.
Kurt Vonnegut has this. I don't remember where I saw this talk, somewhere on YouTube, but where he like tries to diagram stories like this or like that or something like that. I think I've talked about this with you before.
I do that as well.
You do?
Well,
You draw like here's when they're down, here's when they're up, here's when they're down.
not necessarily, like not directly like that, but it depends how your arcs in the stories go. Like if you're doing like a 5-act, like I typically do that with my short films, like a 5-act plot.
What? In
Yeah.
a short film?
Yes.
How long are your short films typically? You've made 2 of them?
My one I'm premiering is 6.5 minutes, and then another one that's completed is 8 minutes, we'll call it.
Those are good lengths.
And the way I do that is, I can't remember the 5 beats in particular, but it's like, you start here, rising, you hit the top, falling action, and then resolution or whatever. So if you can contain all 5 of those beats and like almost give each one of those beats like, a plot point, and if all those plot points can be, sizable, then right there you have a 5 to 6 minute short film in itself. Now, if you can stretch those beats out and find ways to put things in between them, then you have an even longer short. But I don't like making super long short films just because.
No one likes super long short films.
No, that's what I'm saying. I like to try and keep mine under 10 minutes.
You should definitely do that. Are you thinking you want to go like the film festival route, or do you want to try and build just? Okay.
There's a lot of things you can do, I think, but I've been going the film festival route so far. I've gotten into the one I'm premiering. It's gotten into like a few of those monthly film festivals.
Sure.
Nothing too crazy. Just because I haven't been submitting it like crazy.
Don't. It's not worth it. Sorry, film festivals.
No, and it's I submitted it to one that I got accepted the monthly round for. And I got invited out to the annual award show out in LA, and I'm like, well, there you go. I didn't even get, I didn't have to do that much. So look at that.
What connections did you make from doing that?
None so far, but that's the plan. Hopefully I do make connections there.
You haven't gone yet?
No, it's in May. It's
sweet.
I probably should have said that.
Congrats, man.
Appreciate it. It's in May. Went out there just for the weekend. That should be fun. Never been.
Nice.
You never been to LA?
No.
Okay.
So that should be a different experience.
So is it pronounced Triptych?
Yes.
Triptych.
Do you know what a triptych is?
Is it like
Anyone?
a cryptic?
No.
I don't think
What did
so.
you say?
Is it like a
A
cryptid?
cryptic, like a mystical
I
animal?
just learned about those.
A triptych is a type of painting
Oh.
that consists of
3 layers.
Panels. There you go.
Panel, damn it.
Layers, panels. You got the 3 part correct.
Yes, I speak a Latin-based language.
And
right?
and I'm not gonna get into why it's called that quite yet, just because I haven't started filming it yet, so I don't want to I don't want to give away spoilers. But it is a vital title.
A vital?
I did not
title.
mean to rhyme that.
No, that's good.
That's pretty good.
What do you want people to feel coming out of? It's a psychological thriller.
Absolutely.
Okay. What do you want people? What would you? What
I want them to
philosophies
feel
would you want people to consider?
I want them
coming
to
out?
feel psychologically thrilled. I want them. I don't know. I want them to.
Big bar.
It's one of those, and without giving too much away, it's one of those stories that I hope people will come out of wanting to watch again, so they can, dissect it further, or they can further kind of understand the deeper values of it. Because it's one of those films that you make to be interpreted, more than once. It's one of those films that you want people to kind of come to their own conclusions in their head without giving too much away. You want people to you want to be ambiguous.
I never want to be ambiguous. Just to be clear.
Straightforward and direct.
I very much hate being ambiguous, and I hate ambiguity.
I'm a big fan of ambiguity.
Wait, let me take it back. I like strategic ambiguity when it comes to Taiwan AOC.
Sure.
Or Taipei, excuse me, China.
Taipei 101. Alex Honnold. Did you guys watch that?
Wait, what?
Alex Honnold, Taipei 101. That's what I thought. When
Oh, Alex Honnold is the
climber. I was just saying, did you guys watch that real quick?
On Netflix? No, I
Yeah.
watched the IMAX documentary that came out about him in 2019, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when you were. Yes.
Well, I was just saying, because he just had that event a month ago where
On Netflix.
Yeah, on Netflix, where he was climbing the building, which
Yeah.
gave me a heart attack.
He got paid under $1 million for that.
I know, and
He got
apparently he
paid
wasn't
to
thrilled
climb it?
about that. And I'm like, dude, I don't know how you can take that back at all, but it's that's bullshit, dude. You put your body on the line, you climb.
He put his life on the line.
He climbs so. I don't know. I don't understand how people do that.
You have philosophies on people. Don't you have lots of philosophies on
On
what
climbing
people
a
think?
building?
Dude, listen. If we want to break it down like that,
Please.
Well, I think something about Alex Honnold in particular. I think and not to but he's done that his entire life. So it's if you've done something like that your entire life, it's like second nature. So you just don't the way, and he trains his body not to feel fear in moments where, you know, most humans would. Like, I saw this video of him standing on, like, the edge of this rock wall, like 1,000 feet up on, like, a ledge that's, you know, maybe this, you know, wide, just my hands. He's just standing there, just calm, still, breathing, because when you have to do something like that, you're going to be suspended in the air, you know, hanging on by your hands with your weight hanging under you. You got to be able to just chill the fuck out. So I imagine he's pretty meditative. But again, I just like, because the fear factor of that, it's like, I can't process that. I could not be that kind of I want to go skydiving, but rock climbing I don't think I could do.
Not rock climbing? Not even like harnessed or anything? No, it's too much.
I'm weird with heights.
I get that.
Why? Because you get the urge to jump?
What, call it the void?
No, I think it's because, I don't know, I feel like whenever I'm looking up or looking down from a high place, it feels like I have vertigo. It's like, I don't, but like I just feel like the ground is shrinking below me, even though it's not. Like, I went to, do you guys know what the top of the Rock is in New York? Top of Rockefeller Center?
Oh, yeah.
You can go to the top of the Rockefeller Center, and it's like just across the street from the Empire State.
Beers are like $12 at the...
Don't buy a beer there.
I did. I walked around. It was something to do.
But it was, I mean, you're up there, and when I was up there that day, it was super windy. And when I say super windy, I mean, like, it's just about as windy as it's been the last few days. Freaking me the hell out.
In our tundra.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the walls are about this high, and the glass panels go this high. Like, you could not be blown off of it. But that didn't matter. I got some cool photos, and I was like, all right, I'm getting
the hell out of there. Speaking of getting the hell out of here, let's wrap it up with, who would you recommend we reach out to be on the show?
There's a few people. You should... If you haven't had them on yet, you should definitely reach out to my assistant director. Her name is Amini Hoff.
Amini Hoff?
Yes. She'd be a good conversation for you. She's got, you know, she's fun.
Cool.
Yeah, that'd be a good conversation.
I very much appreciate that you reached out to me and just said, hey, I like what you've been posting.
I mean, dude, I saw it. I can't remember if you friended me first or if I friended you first. But
can't remember.
Neither can I. But it was, I saw it and I was like, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it because it's for the community, you know. It's you know, maybe not in particular but you include people from the community and you include this community. You know, a lot of, like, I've seen a lot of people that have been on this show that I think that I either don't. I mean, I don't know, but mutuals know. So there's that familiarity, and I think that's cool.
That's great to hear that it's working. I will look into the camera and tell you that my goal is to gain power and influence so that I can use it.
For good.
Yeah. No, I didn't say that.
I said that.
Well, yeah, I hope you'll moderate me to that. But, you know, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women. I think that's how Scarface goes. Have you seen Scarface?
Of course I've seen Scarface. I just can't quote it like that right now.
I'm not quoting it because I watched Scarface. I own Scarface. I've seen Black Swan like 3 or 4 times.
There you go.
Scarface, I think I've made it through 25%, and I still haven't.
You haven't seen the whole thing?
I own the steel book of Scarface, and
Wait. I'm going to pause you right there. You haven't finished Scarface?
I have not. Like, I've watched the scene where it's like...
Wait. No, but you're only 25% of the way through Scarface.
A movie I own.
So, like, that's like, what, 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Of like a 2.5-hour movie?
It's a mistake.
What are you?
Wait, have you seen Scarface?
Yeah. Like,
wait, have you seen Scarface?
Yeah, I've seen the whole thing.
Fuck all you guys. I'm so... Okay, I'm
How
going
do
to
you
watch
know?
I'll tell you,
next
man.
time you see me on camera, I'll watch it.
What's the most famous line from Scarface?
Say hello to my little friend.
That comes at about 2 hours and 20 minutes into
I've watched from the 2-hour point before.
Whoa, you skipped the movie? That's even worse. Yeah.
I had a
I take it
coworker.
back. When I was in high school, I might have watched it, and then I don't remember, you know, because it was 20 plus years ago.
Yeah, I had a coworker that I was like, you know, I was asking him like, what kind of movies you watch, and so he's like, I don't really watch movies, and I'm like, okay, well, let's see like how many movies you don't watch. I'm like, have you seen like The Dark Knight? Everyone's seen The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I've seen clips of it. I'm like, oh, you suck. I hate the people that are like, I watch clips of it on like TikTok. There are people like that exist.
What this Nick watch?
I don't do it on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't do it
He does it
on-
on YouTube.
I'm not gonna watch the whole fucking Godfather. Fuck
I'm
that.
not gonna.
Oh, I haven't seen
Like-
part 2. I've been getting hassled for part 2, but the first one's great. The first one was a
Yes.
great watch. Sat down and I got the hype. I understood it.
Wait, how old were you when you did this? No offense.
No.
I was like
19.
14. That's why.
I was
Okay.
like 19. A lot of like, see, I've seen a lot of movies, a lot of like really good movies. I waited honestly until I was like old enough to like actually watch it and know what the fuck was happening. Even if I went to watch The Godfather now, I would probably be like, oh, didn't know that when I was like 20. Yeah, perspectives change.
Totally.
Like, yeah, there's still movies I haven't seen yet because I'm like waiting.
Waiting for what?
I don't even
The
know.
right time.
The right time to be like emotionally mature enough to like fully grasp it.
That's a very emotionally mature thing to say.
Emotionally mature or immature?
Mature. Yeah.
Mature.
The right. It's.
Like for example, like I haven't seen like what is an example? I haven't seen Schindler's List.
I am not sure if I've seen it before, but I bought it on 4K.
How do
It's
you
about-
own all these
'cause
movies
it's-
and not
'cause
seen
I've
any of
lived
them?
a life, okay? And some things
Sure,
don't.
but I feel like that's a pretty memorable movie, good or
yeah,
bad.
you see, you see the red in the black and white.
Whoa. I haven't
And
seen
that's
it. I
what,
haven't
you
seen
know,
it.
makes it real to Oscar Schindler. Is like, oh, the Jews are people too.
Yeah, okay, let me ask you this. How many movies do you own that you have not seen?
So I just saw,
Give me a
and I'm going to
percentage.
put you on blast, Jason. I just saw Schumacher in
Uh-huh.
in a place that MBWTFB has had one of their monthly meetings,
Mm-hmm.
and we were not there for MBWTFB. We just happened to randomly both be there. Well, I had gone there specifically for an event that I had missed,
Mm-hmm.
even though the time on, anyways. And I don't know the number. And Jason and I are having this conversation. He's like, "Yeah, I can't buy any more discs because I've got 200 discs of movies I haven't seen."
Wow.
You just don't watch them.
Well, no.
He'll get there.
Just don't watch them. It's that there are things that, like, during work, I think about it like, will I've already covered this in the part people have seen. I didn't watch It Just Happened. It was just an accident yet. I want to. I'm very curious about it.
It's not a.
Did you guys
I
see
don't
all
know,
the
I've
Best
never heard of
Picture
it.
nominees?
No, I didn't
saw
see
most
Sentimental
of them.
Value, which will come up in the segment.
Neither did
people
I.
share.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, we'll catch you guys next time. Have a good night. Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN. Join us next time for another bait.